Have you ever felt guilty about buying a $5 latte, yet you ignore the $700 car payment draining your account every month? We are taught to obsess over pennies while we hemorrhage dollars. In this video, I'm going to show you the big three rule that fixes your budget instantly without forcing you to live like a monk. Here is the uncomfortable reality. Most people spend their energy fighting a war against their own happiness by denying themselves small treats. You skip the avocado toast, you cancel the $10 streaming service, and you feel responsible. But the math doesn't care about your feelings. If you cut out your daily coffee, you save maybe $1,200 a year. That's decent. But if you trade in that SUV with the $800 monthly payment for a reliable sedan that costs $300, you save $6,000 a year. That is 5 times the impact with one single decision. We focus on the small stuff, the latte factor, because it feels manageable. It gives us a false sense of control. But while you're worried about $5, your structural expenses, the bills on autopay, are actively destroying your future. Today, we are going to stop sweating the small stuff and attack the expenses that actually move the needle on your net worth. Quick question. How much did you spend on subscriptions last year? Now, compare that to your car insurance and gas. The difference is terrifying, right? Most people can tell me the price of Netflix, but they have no clue what their commute actually cost them. Let's talk about the big three. These are the 3 categories that consume roughly 60% to 70% of the average American's take-home pay: housing, transportation, and food. If you get these 3 right, you can buy all the lattes you want. If you get these wrong, no amount of coupon clipping will save you. Let's start with the biggest wealth killer: housing. The traditional rule of thumb says you should spend no more than 30% of your gross income on housing. But in 2025, with interest rates and inflation, many people are pushing 40% or even 50%. When you spend half your income just to keep a roof over your head, you are what we call house poor. You might live in a nice neighborhood, but you're effectively trapped. You can't invest, you can't travel, and you can't take risks because the mortgage eats everything. The bank will approve you for way more than you can actually afford because they don't care if you're retired. They only care if you pay them interest. I want you to be honest with yourself right now. Do you own your home, or does your home own you? If your mortgage prevents you from saving for an emergency fund, you are living in a golden cage. Sometimes, the smartest move isn't buying the dream house yet. It might be renting a modest apartment for significantly less than a mortgage and invest in the difference. If you can keep your housing cost to 25% of your take-home pay, you just unlock thousands of dollars a year for wealth building. That's the difference between looking rich and actually being rich. Now, let's move to the second category, and this is the one that makes me the angriest: transportation. The average new car payment in America is now over $700 a month. That is absolutely insane. You are signing up to pay a massive monthly fee for an asset that goes down in value every single day. Think about the opportunity cost. If you invested that $700 car payment into an S&P 500 index fund, instead of giving it to a dealership, in 30 years, you'd have over $1 million. That luxury truck isn't just costing you $700 a month. It's costing you your retirement. And don't forget the hidden costs: insurance, gas, maintenance. A luxury car requires premium gas and expensive tires. A reliable 5-year-old sedan gets you to work just the same, but it keeps money in your pocket. The goal of a car is to get from point A to point B safely, not to impress strangers at a stoplight. Finally, let's talk about the third trap: food. And no, I'm not talking about buying generic pasta. I'm talking about the convenience tax. The average household spends thousands a year on dining out and delivery apps because they didn't plan ahead. When you order delivery, you aren't just paying for food. You're paying service fees, delivery fees, and tips. A $15 meal becomes $30. If you do that 3 times a week, that is hundreds of dollars a month set on fire. The big 3 rule for food is simple: stop paying people to do things you can do yourself. So, how do we fix this? I don't want you to just watch this video and do nothing. I've created a big 3 audit worksheet. I want you to download it. It's free and list your actual costs for housing, transport, and food. seeing the numbers in black, and white is usually the wake-up call you need. Here's the solution, and it's going to sound boring, but boring wins. You need to make one structural decision to fix your budget. You don't need to make 1,000 small decisions about coffee every day. You need to make one big decision about your car or your apartment. If you trade down your car, you free up cash flow instantly. If you get a roommate or move to a cheaper area, you slash your expenses by 30% overnight. It's not easy and your ego might take a hit, but would you rather look successful to your neighbors or actually be financially free? The wealthy didn't get there by stressing over lattes. They got there by keeping their fixed costs low and investing the difference. Fix your big three, and the rest of your budget will take care of itself. If you're ready to stop bleeding money and start building real wealth, download the audit in the description. And if you want to know exactly how to invest the money you save from fixing your big three, watch this video next.